What's going on, guys? Rounded TikTak here, and we're doing a tier list. However, we did this one differently. I did it live on my stream, which I've never done before and is honestly a little more difficult. That's why it's a little bit longer, because occasionally I would respond to chat, but I took away a lot of the BS stuff that doesn't really matter for a tier list and tried to get all of the ninjas in there and rank them and see exactly where they go. There are a couple of cliff notes here and there, that changes that I needed to make or point out a fact that's in here too, but the video is long enough, so I just want to jump into this. There's a little special thing at the end too, where the tier list changed, so you might want to check that out as well. Thank you guys for all the support. Sorry there hasn't been many videos. My dog is really sick, and I've been having to take care of him. Thank you for still sticking around here. I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you think about this one and how it's done, because I want to do more tier lists, but I'm trying to find the best method to do it. Let's jump into the video. I'll see you on the next one. TikTak out. One last thing, although I took everybody's opinion into consideration, I had final say, and if I thought a character didn't or did deserve a better or worse spot, I just did it. And once again, as I say on every one of these things, it's my opinion. Mine. You may like a character, but I don't. But regardless, I use mainly mathematical proof or something along those lines to really help determine my answer. And plus, this time we had 150 people all saying pretty similar things. So I just wanted to get that out of the way because I needed to say it. Now, let's get into the video. All right, so we'll do Swordmaster Ken for the first one. So Swordmaster Ken, we'll put him in A. Right, because he's a decent character. What does he get? 75% extra damage on swords in Commander and 25 guaranteed in Shadow Stance. Right? I think he has a Dragon Slash. Correct? I think he also has a Dragon Slash. Right? So I think the ninjas that have Dragon Slash as their best ability, it should be looked at as well. Does he have a Dragon Slash? I'm not 100% sure. He's a good solid A hero. Like you can think like the next character, is he better than Swordmaster Ken or is he worse than Swordmaster Ken? And on and on and on and on and on. And that leaves us with Razor. Personally, Razor's hard because her ability damage is out of control. I've one-shot mini bosses before, but her entire kit sometimes doesn't even fucking work. It just doesn't work. So, I mean, she can't, there's no way to guarantee for it to work. You can jump, you can not jump, you can do like whatever. Like for single target, absolutely, it crushes, but it doesn't work all the time. That's like saying the new Seeker bow, but you know, that shit doesn't work. I think she's B. I really do. I think she's B. I don't think she's really that good. Plus her entire thing is Kunai Storm, and Kunai Storm is one of the not as great abilities. Right? What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna put her in B. Lynx Cassandra. Due to what's it called? Due to MSK, she's like S tier, but that's really only MSK, right? You're not really running this build with certain things, and plus if you kunai flip and hang out in the air, like doing an encampment, you will get killed. But she's the best character to use and easiest to use in MSK. Sure I can hold it against her. I know her damage is out of control, but it doesn't work half the time. I think Lynx is an A. I don't think she's an S, because she's only really strong in MSK, right? MSK, she would be an S tier. Who do we have here? What does she do? I don't even know what she does. What the hell is this character? Who is this? Is this healing smoke bombs? Is this, what's her name? Yeah, I think she's a flex. She's a flex. She's very good. Her damage is incredible. You can build her well. But for MSK, she's definitely S tier. So keep that in mind, guys. But I don't want to rank everybody off MSK because everybody else will be in tank tier. So I can't do that. So it's just a special thing. Healing smoke. All right, healing smoke. They have to have, there's no way you would play this character as a main, right? You never would, ever. There's no reason to ever play this character as a main hero. So I think she has to go in C tier. She's not terrible, and sometimes you use her in support. Like you can use her in the Lynx build for even MSK, but you never use her as a commander, so I'm gonna put her in C. This is the energy damage one. I'm trying to see what it says. It's hard to see. Fast charge. This gives you a bunch of energy. I think personally that I think I want to put her in A. I think I want to put her in A. Her ability by herself and her support perk are both very, very strong and can make Paleo Luna builds or Forge Fate builds absolutely ridiculous. So I'm gonna put her in A. Assassin Sara. Assassin Sara gives you a bunch of damage on her assassination. It has to stack, which is slightly weird, but not terrible. Once you get those 5 attack swings, you're up there. You're gonna put her in mainly every single weapon, melee weapon build you can. On top of that, it works for every weapon and not what's it called, just like swords or scythes or anything like that. I think because of that, how it's very what's it called, universal, I'm going to put her in A tier as well. Kunai Elation. This is another problem with B or with Kunai Flip, is this guy's perk, although it does a lot of AoE damage, it is very, very, very low scaling damage. I believe it's 8, I believe, or anything. If you're making a build, would you play him as your main? No, right? You wouldn't. I would play Razor and then put him in the build. That's what I would do personally. But he would be in a Kunai build. He would be, right? So I think I'm gonna put him in C tier, because if I'm playing Razor, I'm going to stick Kunai Elation in there, 100%. Quick kick. Who is this? Is this Paleo? Is this Brawler Luna? That's Brawler Luna, right? Quick kick is Brawler Luna, correct? I think so. And that's what? Cooldown on the kick. She's definitely S tier. We were playing around with it the other day. It took 9 kicks to kill a level 103 smasher. Definitely S tier. Oh, whoops. That's tank tier. Garbage. Terrible character. Corrupted Aura. This is a weird one. This is a bit of a weird one. His perk is decent for low level missions and encampments, and it can crit with Totally Rocking Out. It's not bad. It probably scales very well into around 123 encampment missions. You can hit a huge area if you run Totally Rocking Out or Endless Smoke. I don't think he's that bad. For lower level missions, I think he's okay. But you have to play him as commander, because otherwise it's just stupid to bring that in. You guys might not agree with this one, but I'm gonna stick him in B. For lower level players, it's a lot of fun and he can kill a lot of shit for lower level players. All right. Extermination, one of the higher scaling ability weapons for Kunai. Would you play him over Razor? No. Would you play him over Kunai Elation? Maybe. They do hit pretty hard. I think the scaling's like 56, 57 maybe, something like that. I'll put him in C. Deadly Blade Crash. One of the worst. If it's not Paleo Luna, it's not going into S tier. Just FYI, if you guys want to S tier. Deadly Blade is disgusting. Her perk works on any weapon in the game. She has a Dragon Slash. She has incredibly high damage. You can one-shot 163 smashers with a triple crit damage, Tree of Light, and 1 heavy attack, and you will one-shot a smasher. 163. It's crazy. Plus, you can do the Astrobat build that I never got around to making that video. Her perk works on every weapon in the game, so it's always a nice damage thing to bring. You don't have to use swords, you can use hammers, you can use scythes, you can use anything. And especially with Totally Rocking Out in the build and her perk based off of crits, it just all works very, very well. You know, you use her, you use Totally Rocking Out, Assassination, maybe Mermonster Ken, and a couple other things, and you're good to go. She smacks. The only downside of her is she's not very tanky, and she will die. Poking Holes. I'll be honest, I have no idea what this does. What the hell does Poking Holes do? No clue. clue whatsoever. Increases spear damage by 50% against afflicted enemies. Spears apply affliction, which deal 18.5% damage over 3 seconds. Okay, that's interesting. What is her kit? She doesn't have a dragon slash. Her perk really isn't that terrible. It's not garbage tier. If you were playing spears and spears only and you wanted to just use spears the entire time, she's definitely a commander you can use. In fact, that I used her with the last spear that we got. I don't remember what it's called, but the black metal one. I used it and it did pretty well. The affliction, since it's based off percentage damage of the weapon, hits a lot harder than you're used to seeing on affliction ticks. It's not as good as Corrosive Strikes, and Corrosive Strikes actually overrides the affliction tick. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm almost positive. So for now, I'm gonna put her in B. She's definitely not on par with these characters and what they can do, and you need specific loadouts and weapons to make it work, but it's all right. Corrosive Stars. Now, here's the thing about stars in general. Most of the stars, the cooldown's too long, which forces you, the cooldown is too long to be able to use it as an ability in the sense of like a spammable ability. I believe the cooldown might be even longer than Dragon Slash. Don't quote me on that, I'm not sure. So if you plus you have to really make a build around that. I don't know, I'm thinking tank tier. What if you're using like Lamurai? Would you run this? If you're using Lamurai, because that's the go-to ninja star hero, would you put Corrosive Stars in your build? That's the question. No, there's better stuff. All right, tank tier it is. Utility belt. What does this do? Who is this? The issue with this is if you want to run this, has anybody ever ran a smoke bomb build? Anybody? Me either. Trash. But with a side note, if you wanted to try a smoke bomb build, you would use her. Night Stalker. Yo, his perk used to be so fucking good. It used to be one of the best perks in the entire game. Plus he's a mythic. Plus, I think he's a mythic. He unlocks a team perk for you. He's not terrible, right? Bonus damage, bonus movement speed. He's definitely not A. No way in hell. Oh, I'm gonna put him in B tier. Does B tier sound good? I was gonna put him in C because there's nothing wrong with his perk, and 50% isn't bad at all, plus being a speedy boy. But in Frostnite it gives you infinite movement speed, which is fantastic. So for now we'll put him in B. Lamurai. Now deadly, or with the ability damage buff, the what's it called, ninja stars aren't terrible. They're not. If you bounce them off the wall and you have the correct build and stuff, they can one-shot some things. They can one-shot a blaster at 140, and I've done it, but you got to kind of be in the right position. If you're playing a ninja star build, 95% of the time you're going to be bringing Llama Boy. I don't think he's S tier. I don't think he's S tier at all, Rotexor. But there's nothing wrong with ninja stars. They're not bad. There's just better stuff. There's better abilities and there's better characters. I think because of that, and Rotexor might leave the stream forever. I hope so. I hope he doesn't take it personally. I think I'm gonna put him in A. If you're playing a ninja star build, and ninja stars are half decent now, but I personally wouldn't use them, this is the character you're gonna use. Yeah, I think like B plus A minus, exactly. Like that's exactly where I think, but he edges into A. Rotexor, please don't leave. I love you. I'm sorry. Now what's it do? It doesn't increase your damage, right? It's just tile radius. Is that correct? Tile radius, right? At the moment, with the ability buff, our bonus health, and the fact that it works with Totally Rocking Out, and you can crit, it works. It maybe stops one-shotting stuff at like 145, which is the second highest level missions in the game. I think he's S tier. I agree. Rapap, happy birthday. He's going in S. He's going in S. Rebound. No idea what this does. No one's ever used it. It's trash. Fleetfoot. Very usable in many builds. I believe it belongs in the B. It makes you faster. No, it doesn't matter what you play. It's very good in dungeons to make you run around faster. Easy Sword. This is a tough one. What do you guys think about Easy Sword? Dragon Slash is great at killing the stuff that dies to traps anyway. It does nothing about bosses, smashers. That's true. That's an actual, you know, thought out thing. But personally, I would take, this is my opinion, I would take Dragon Slash over Lamurai. In my opinion. A tier? Right. She's not S tier, right? She's not S tier, right? I think she's A. She lets you make God mode builds that you can't die, especially now with Arlene Izza. She's definitely capable of doing some crazy things with the Spectral Blade. Scythe to meet you. You're locked to using scythes. There's probably better perks you can bring. She does have a Dragon Slash. There's a lot more scythes in the game. Yeah, but that's not true though, Rotexor, because with him, you get 90% damage, 75% damage when you're in smokescreen, and she gets what? 62%, plus you have to use a scythe the whole time. You've got to use a sword with the whole time. Yeah. But regardless, out of both of those two characters, I'd play Deadly Strikes. Fine, fuck it, I'll put her on A, but I would play Deadly Strikes with both of these characters in support, depending on what weapon I'm using. What the hell does this guy do? For Deadly Blade, doesn't it only give you one extra tick, Death Grip? It gives you one tick more, right? And there's only two builds that I've ever put him in: Corrosive Strikes and Azalea Clark. Azalea Clark's turret hits the hardest out of any turret in one go, and adding an extra affliction for I think like 201,000 damage. I think if you put Wild Deadeye in there is not bad. But Death Grip plays around. Yeah, but that one tick is 1 million damage with the Trio Light. Okay, but that's super niche. That's super niche. I'll agree with you that he's probably really good in a Corrosive Strikes build. I'll agree with that. But you're never playing him as a commander, ever. He's good in support for 2 or 3 builds in the entire game. Besides that, you're never going to use this guy. All right, there's a what's it called? An asterisk next to this one. I'll put it in the video or something. Endless Smoke. What does this do? It's pretty fun. 186% radius is nuts. It increases the smoke bomb radius by 186. He's really fun though. He's really fun. I feel like everybody calling him tank that has never played him. I feel like, all right, tank him in. All right, tank him in. Energy Siphon. This is gonna be a quick one. I'm gonna stick him in B. He's good in certain builds. It's hard to keep your shield up, which becomes his perk thing, but there's certain builds that you can do that really work with him, like the Swamp Knight build and a Corrosive Strike build with the Astrobat, and you just, you know, use your shield is always up because you're never close to the action, but you're never going to play him as a main. He does apply what energy to Dragon Slash to Ninja Stars, which again aren't that good. You're not playing him over Lamurai anyway. Same thing. Monks, what do you guys think? We're not on Fleet. No, did we do Fleet? We did do Fleet. He's B. You'd never play him as a commander, but he's in a lot of support perks. And, you know, with saying that, we're going to move him up too. You'd never play him as commander, but he can work in a lot of support builds. Monks. C tier? What? Y'all are trolling. All right, fine. I like Monks, but stream says C tier. All right. But I agree. It's like high C for me. I was going to put her in B. High C, low B. Who's this? Undertaker Hero. Again? Would you play him over Razor? That's the question. That's the question that needs to be asked with all the Kunai characters. Would you play him over Razor? He's definitely in the build. 100%. Not even a question. If you're playing a Kunai build, he's in there. Guaranteed. Are you playing him? I'm going to put her in C. I'm going to put her in C with Monks. Right? All the Kunai people here. The best Kunai character, everybody else is below him. Although this is in everybody's support build, you're not playing him as a main. And on top of that, You can't, it doesn't work with any other build. There's no reason in hell you're taking this if you're playing a ninja. Even if you're playing a ninja that happens to have Kunai Storm, you're not bringing this guy to buff the Kunai Storm. It just happens to be that the ninja you're playing has Kunai Storm, and you're not buffing it. So he's going in C. Paleo Luna. Jesus tier. No. Paleo Luna. All right, so here's my thought process for this. I'm pretty sure, I know there's certain members, I know there's certain members in the community who are going to kill me. And granted, I don't have any math to back this up, just 3 years of playing this game. With certain weapons and certain builds, I think Corrosive Strikes in a vacuum out DPS's Paleo Luna. I think, not sure. However, because Paleo Luna has 2.1 million health, or 1.8 million health, her survivability is there. Plus, you can really, really easily fit in Arlene Izza and never die and keep your health up at most times. Out of all the ability characters in the game, personally, and there was some arguments here, I think Dragon Slash is the best ability in the game based on cooldown, damage, and it can crit. Being able to Dragon Slash every 10 seconds for 600k is kind of insane. All of these characters do very different things, but all are the same kind of, character. Paleo Luna is insane. She did lose 2.58% damage with the health buff / her perk nerf, but it's still absolutely ridiculous. You never die. Spectral Blade, she's god tier. She's really, 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 really strong. Pointed Fury, C tier. If you're using a spear build or the ear splitter or something like that, you're definitely going to have him in your build. It decreases heavy attack efficiency by like 60%, 40%, something like that. But I would never, ever, 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 ever play this guy as a main. Ever. Well, Mermonster Ken's really good with spears. There's certain spears you can use. Listen, he's in the second worst thing, but he has a purpose. C tier, I agree. Support only a niche build. Pointed Fury. Thank you. I think we're going to move him up. I think chat wants to move him up. Like I said, I think he was high C, low B. Same thing with Monks, but he's a little more versatile if you're messing around with Kunai. Deep Pockets. I know it's another smoke bomb thing. I have no idea what it does. Is it cooldown reduction? Please tell me. Is it cooldown? No, not cooldown reduction. Energy cost reduction? Is that what it is? This one. Peace. These characters, oh my god. Igor was a really good ninja when he came out. She was the best ninja before all the bullshit came out. If you were running a Dragon Slash build, you ran her every time. Every single time you ran this hero. And now she's just garbage. 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 Cascade. What the what is Cascade? Extra throwing stars, right? You wouldn't play her as a main. There's other perks that you would bring, especially now with like Unearthly Treat and Mermonster Ken and stuff like that. She doesn't, in my opinion, she doesn't really have room for a build, but if you're playing a Ninja Star build, sure, throw her in there. Train Throw, I think that's energy cost reduction, right? Right? Energy cost reduction? Garbage tier, right? Sara, I'm gonna stick her in A tier. She was really, really broken when she came out. Her affliction ticks hit like 400,000 a tick when she first came out. But if you're making a Dragon Slash build, you're using her in the build most likely, and she's not bad on her own. He reduces energy cost, and the argument is if you're playing Ninja, or if you're playing a Ninja Star hero, you would use him, which you actually need the energy cost reduction. That's the thing. Okay, I'll keep him in tank tier, but with the thing of if you're playing a ninja hero, he's very, very spammable. You might want to try to bring this. All right, that's what I'll say about that. Hotfoot, absolute trash. Not even gonna go over it. Swash. I like what they tried to do here. What is it? Pistol damage for sword damage? Sword damage to increase pistol damage, correct? I believe that's what it is. So I like the idea for headshot damage. Okay, headshot damage. I like the idea. I don't think it's executed well. I think if we had a dedicated melee slot, 3 slots plus a dedicated melee slot, something like this could work. Yeah, like I like the idea. I don't think it's good. Tank tier. Fan of stars. All right, Rotexor, Mr. Ninja Star Pro. Do you use her? Do you use Fan of Stars? Is that in your build? Is Round Trip in your build too? I'm just curious on that one. As a commander, right? Again, I'll stick it in. I'll put it in C. I'll put it in C. You're using him on a llama build, but you're never playing him as a hero ever. It's definitely better than Endless Smoke or Rebound or Utility or Hotfoot or anything like that. It's, you know what? We're gonna move up her to C because I'm very curious about what you said, Kratos. Loud ass birds. But we're gonna put him in C. Let's wrap this up. Dragon Days. She, after your shield depletes, AoE happens and it stuns, maybe. She might be really, really, really good. She's definitely not tank. Definitely not tank. No way. No way. 47 base damage, and there's certain things that you can do in the game to abuse this. Hey, Taco, thank you for the 100. Still being tested, but I think there's something here. I didn't know it hit for 47. Overtaker, or no, Hero Universe. No, not Hero. What isn't it? Hero. Vero. Thank you for the 100 bits, Taco. How are you? What do you guys think? I think, does he have a Dragon Slash? If he has a Dragon Slash, I'll put him in A. He does not. B tier. Very usable in supports, right? Mainly a support hero, right? B tier. If you're using it, plus wafers and battle beat are usually better. I'll put him in B. Ansky really likes him. Footloose. Something to do with the kick. Trash tier. This is a tough one. What do you guys think of her? Last hero, guys. No, wait, where's Mermonster Ken? Where the fudge did Mermonster Ken go? He didn't upload. All right, so we're gonna have to do Mermonster Ken after this. Her. S? Really? Whirlwind Scorch Footloose is broken currently. There's perk increases impacts for weapons too. Oh, yes, let me mention that. I do know that. All right. Footloose currently is broken. Two things happen, but it's still not a good ability. Two things happen. One, tell me if I'm saying this right. One, it goes to whatever affliction or whatever element you have on your gun. So if you're holding a nature weapon, your kick will be nature. That's number one. Also works with fire, energy, and water. Heart, Captain Planet. All right. Also, there's some weird interaction going on where if you use him, after you kick a target, is it infinite? I think it's infinite. You have your kick adds on to your weapon's impact. So like the compression bow, if you roll it 3 impacts, it ends up with like 45,000 impact. But again, impact is impact. It's not a bunch of bonus damage or anything like that. You still wouldn't, and that's a bug. That's a bug. He's not moving up, but I just wanted to put that out there. What's this chick? You guys want S? I don't think she's S. You think she's S? I don't think she's S. I agree with that statement, and here's why. It is the same exact thing that happened to First Shot Rio. First Shot Rio is no longer an S tier. Before Totally Rocking Out came out, she was in S tier. Yes, you needed a specific build, just like you would need a specific build with Whiteout Fiona. And because Totally Rocking Out came out, she's moving down. A tier. A to Z. A tier. Mermonster Ken, guys, I don't have him here, but where are we sticking him? I personally love him. I think he's a great character. I use him all the time. Trick or Treat perks, really, really strong. Energy Siphon, you can heal. And plus, he's in most of my builds as well. I think he's A tier, 100%. That's me, personally. It's Ken right here. I don't know why he's not on here. And this is Mermonster Ken. And this is the tier list for ninjas, guys. Are there any things, real quick, I don't know if I can even put this into the video because we're already we're at like 26 minutes right now. Is there anything that needs to be changed? So we did this tier list a little different. I think we got it pretty good. What you don't see is after we finished at this point right now is I pulled the chat. All of the ninjas that were kind of iffy and people were like, no, that goes there, like the ones that were very diversive, I pulled at the end, and some things are moved around. This picture that you see now, there somewhere, it's on the screen now, is the final tier list. We made a couple of moves here and there, nothing too crazy. I asked people if things should stay or move them. I asked them, so it's not even all just me. And I think this is a cool way to do a tier list. What do you guys think down in the comments below? If you want to be a part of something like this, the link in the description has my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/roundoftiktak. We'd love to have you come by and say what's up. If you want to support the channel in any way, you can always use creator code OOTIKTAKOO. And lastly, if you're new to the channel, we post tier lists, guides, weapon breakdowns, everything. So think about subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one. TikTak out.